All right. Hi, guys. Thanks
Hi,
for
everybody.
waiting.
How is everybody? It's Sunday evening for most of us.
For most, oh, wait, why is it something for some other people?
Well, in
Insert name
Australia,
here. Gail, you just crack me up with her name.
Gail's funniest. It's like having a Cracker Jack box every day.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Hey, Crochet and Bammy, Anna M. Um, Scout.
Scout.
Scout. Yeah, Heavenly Clouds. Thanks for coming back, guys. Hey, Tennessee. Raquel, thank you for coming back. Sorry about last night. I've been praying and like trying to get like, well, trying to like get some good energy that everything is good, gonna be clear and good today for the live. Right, Bella?
Yes, please. Yes, we have been. We've been sending positive energy out into the stratosphere, into the ethernet. Please work, StreamYard.
Hey, Heavenly. Did I already say hi, Heavenly Clouds, Mayari? All right, Rose Petal. Oh my god, I almost just said that the weirdest way.
How
I
would you
almost was
say
gonna go
it?
like Rose I don't know. It was like I don't know. It was
In
sounding
an
out like each
Italian way?
syllable, but it's just Rose Petal.
Do it, do it, do it. Rosa
Oh,
Petal.
yeah, I was like saying it like started saying it like that. Shannon's Copper, Kubi, KLM. Okay, so
Yay.
Angie, Angel and Marty. Sorry, Angel and Marty. Okay, so Cindy Garcia. Are you related to Jerry? Just joking. That was the stupidest thing. Well, when I see Garcia, that's like ingrained in my head. I think of Jerry. But so uh, do you want to where should we start? Did we want to do like a
Yeah, let's talk about what we're gonna see since we know a little bit about it today. It's not as much of a surprise. So it's a trial, and as we know, Ted Bundy kind of represented himself a lot, right? So the victims, this isn't what we he represented himself with a lot of things, but this specific thing is for the FSU Chi Omega students, the sorority house that he broke into, right?
Mm-hmm.
This, so it's going
Yeah,
to
for
be,
those of you, we checked it out. It's from 1979 in June, and it is. He takes the stand for the murder trial, but he does take the stand for the kidnapping trial. But this isn't that. Me and Bella might end up reading you the transcripts for that sometime, where he takes it if we can't find the video for it. But this one is going to be for the murder trial. Yeah, in Florida. It's from 1979. Did I just interrupt you? I'm sorry.
no, not at all. No,
Oh,
absolutely. Yeah. Yeah,
so
no,
go ahead. You
so
can.
yeah, it is. It's for and if you guys do want the trial transcripts, now that Zav's kind of known for doing that, it would be it's just an interesting way to, you don't have to read it for yourself. You get characters in. But yes, so he had attacked 5 women that night. It was what was the actual next? I think the day he was found guilty was July 24th, 1979, but that's not when it happened. Um, but we're gonna see the trial. Didn't you say it was like in June of 79 or something that the
Yeah,
trial's from?
June 3rd
Okay.
and 5th, I think it said. At least June 3rd. It says June 3rd, 5th, 1979 on the part where but the rest of it's June sometime that day. I don't know if it's the 3rd or the 5th that where he takes the stand, but it's around that time.
Maybe he does it a couple times. He's just smug. Like you literally want to wipe that look. And someone, I don't remember who it was in the comments, said that last night. And it was such a perfect comment. And they said, well, he didn't look that smug after the electric chair. And it was like, no, he didn't, because
Oh,
we've all
yeah.
seen. So yeah, Ted, like keep denying what you're doing. But we wanted to kind of touch on the victims a little bit and talk about them before we see Bundy, and we start talking about, oh, you are a Kubi? Kubi.
I saw that. Yeah.
Why,
Wow.
unfortunately, though? But it's a good thing, right? Repping for them. But from Florida or from another? Well, you don't have to tell us that. That's like maybe too much information. But so he had broken in to the FSU Chi Omega sorority house at 3 a.m. and he strangled. Let me share my screen. So he ends up strangling Margaret Bowman and Lisa Levy. So he kills those two women. And in that house, he beats Kathy Kleiner and Karen Chandler with like a club-like object. No, but they can't identify their attacker. They survive, luckily. And then he goes a few blocks away, and another student from FSU is attacked at that point, and he breaks into her house and brutally assaults Cheryl Thomas. Cheryl Thomas also survives, which is a good thing.
What was the first name you said?
The person who was murdered was Margaret Bowman and Lisa Levy were the two victims who died. There were 5 victims that night.
But who was the first? Oh, who did you say one of what? Okay, go ahead. What were the 3 that weren't?
Kathy Kleiner.
That's what I was asking.
Yes.
Oh, Kathy Kleiner. Okay.
So Kathy Kleiner has kind of been like a spokeswoman for the survivors. I feel like she's been everywhere a lot more than most of the other survivors have.
Oh, thank you, Tammy. Thank you.
Oh, Tammy. Yeah.
So sweet of you. Tammy's always so generous with her super chats. Aww.
What a sweetheart. Okay, here. So we can kind of look at, let me go back. Should I share it now?
Yeah, go ahead whenever you're ready.
Okay, so this is one of the victims. It's Margaret Bowman. I'm sorry. Yes, Margaret Bowman. So this is an interesting article. Hopefully it doesn't have any. I'm going to mute myself, actually. No, I can't.
Wait, why are you mute? Aren't you talking?
In case it like plays something. So that's Kleiner. That's that's what she looks like now. So that's Kathy Kleiner. And this is one of the surviving victims, Karen Chandler. And it says that she was one of the ones that was living at the Chi Omega house.
Wait, who's Cat? Wait, who's? Oh, you're not. You're sharing. You're not only sharing the same screen. That's why you have to share your whole screen because you're just sharing the tab. So it's not switching.
No, it opened it in another tab.
Yeah. Wait, can you share your whole screen? Or it don't let you?
It will. So I just have to remove it and then start again.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I'm a newbie to this. Sharing the screen power. The power of sharing a screen. Okay, wait, the whole window? No, yeah, entire screen.
Yeah, the entire screen, yep.
Oh my gosh, this is where you get really dizzy and stuff. Okay. Will you put it up for me?
Yeah.
Okay, awesome. Okay, so these are the 2 victims, but I'll go back to what I was talking about and then. Oh, it changed the picture. Okay, so this is Karen Chandler, who was one of the women who survived from the Chi Omega house. That's what she looks like now. Whenever this was written, it's probably written in like 2019. And then this is one of the victims, Cheryl Thomas, who survived the brutal attack. And she was the one that lived in the house down the block, but she wasn't a Chi Omega. She wasn't in the house, but she was the second house that was broken into. And these are the 2 women who lost their lives because of him strangling them. And this is Lisa Levy. She was 20. And Margaret Bowman, who was 21. And Kleiner, this is Kathy Kleiner. So Kathy Kleiner, she has been, I think she took the stand, right, Zav?
I don't know because I didn't watch it. It doesn't. Wow, okay. She looks a lot different. If that was her when she was younger, I don't know. We'll see because we're gonna watch that part. So I'm not sure.
Yeah, we'll see. But it's probably her because she's been very outspoken.
It looks like it could be her. I don't know though. Like a
Yeah, I want to see. I don't even remember like
Yeah.
yeah. This is about another one of his victims who was a 12-year-old that he abducted, Kimberly Diane Leach. So yeah, yep, that's what it is. Like crazy stuff. So there's people that survive. There's women that survive. Oh, it's pronounced Kai, not cheese. Okay, thank you, Koopy.
What is it?
So it's Kai. Oh my
Oh,
God.
okay.
Thank
Kai.
you, Koopy. Good to know. I wasn't a sorority sister.
Yeah, either was either was I. Oh, thanks, Journey of Justice.
Oh, sweetheart. Thank you.
They had a special with the survivors from this night. They hadn't seen each other since the trial. It was really good. Aw, cool.
We should watch that. I mean, I don't know if we could watch it on a live because ABC might strike, but that's a
I don't know. That might
Yeah.
be not yeah. Well, thanks, Crispy Treat.
Thank you.
Hey, Hillberry, Billberry.
I love
Did I say that right? Oh, Hillberry, Billberry. Yeah, I said that right. Okay. Your reaction, I thought maybe I said it wrong. Okay.
I love it. I love it when you say that name. Yeah, so we're gonna watch the video and see, right? Zav has it for us, and I'm gonna eat pomegranates. Cindy Garcia, I think that the special is the ABC special because that's what the page that was on. So it must be an ABC special. Do you remember the name, Autumn? Do you remember the name of the special? Autumn Hayes. Bathsheba. Oh my gosh. Bundy killed 12-year-old Kimberly Leach. He bit a huge chunk out of her leg.
I was doing a little bit of research like on his upbringing, and like it reminded me how they said that's not even facing that. That's weird. That they said that he didn't even know who his dad was, but for the longest time, wait, how did this work? Hold on a second. Now I forget. What was I just reading? I have it in my nose. It was weird. Hold on. Let me see. Oh yeah, because he was told that his grandparents. Wait, was he? Hold on. Yeah, that his grandparents were his parents, and that his mom was his older sister. I know they told. You see, there's different stories. Like I know they for sure told the public that because having a kid out of wedlock was looked down upon. So his grandparents basically raised him as their own. But there's like conflicting stories whether he knew at a young age or he didn't, or whether he believed it. So there's a possibility he didn't find that out, the real truth, for a while. Which is, can you imagine learning that like at your whole life you think your parents and that's your older sister and it's really your mom. And then I don't know. Yeah, we could get into this later, but I just thought there's some interesting things. Oh, about that girlfriend, that Stephanie Brooks, so she broke up with him, but then was it a couple years later? Hold on, I have the dates. Okay. So she broke up with him in 68. 73, they rekindled the relationship, but I didn't finish that's where it was at. I didn't finish writing it in my notes. But it says something like he like got back with her for a little bit and pretended, he was into her while he was still dating that other girl, right? And they said it was probably a plan of his, and then he just totally like ignored her. And then when she called, she's like, "What happened?" What did he say to her? Shoot, I forget now what he said to her, but it was like a plan to pay her back. They think it was a plan,
like a manipulative tactic.
So her breaking up with him must have really affected him. Like, 'cause why even? I mean, like how that would be 5 years later. You're still like upset about that. You think he would have moved on, right?
Yeah.
So she must have had some kind of effect on him, right?
Probably the first woman to like turn him down or something.
Maybe. Yeah.
I mean, I'm guessing it could. it could be something else, but
yeah, because she ended it with him because she said he was so lazy and not motivated, and just because he dropped out of college. But then when he got like, he re-enrolled in college, he majored in psychology, and he started getting like doing things and being motivated. So she took him back, and then he just like broke it off and just ignored her like at one point, nothing.
Wow.
And then she ended up calling him, and he said something to her that was really weird, and that was it.
We'll find out. I'm sure you'll let us know, because we're going to do this in probably another one too, because you have a lot of videos.
Yeah, but plus we wanted, I mean, there's not a ton, but enough where we could for sure do 2.
Yeah.
Maybe 3, and then like even talk about a little bit of it, and we could read the transcripts from when he takes the stand the first time.
Yeah.
If you want.
No, I think that'd be awesome, because I think you're like the channel that's now known for transcripts.
I don't know about really.
You're like, I don't know about that.
Well, I mean, I wasn't even like that.
No, I know. I'm messing. Tell me more. Yeah. No.
Oh my God. So. Yeah, he has a daughter. Well, he had a daughter. Am I remembering this right? Because I brought it up last night, and then I'm like, I'm hoping I remember this right. His old school friend, right, that always had a crush on him, and he never hooked up with her. But when he went to prison, the other girl broke up with him. He ended up hooking up with her, and did he not have a daughter with her? Right, guys?
In prison.
Yeah, in prison. Saying. That's who you're talking about. Is his daughter, right? I'm pretty sure, if I'm remembering right, that's how it all happened. He gave up a law career so he devote his time to his murders. He was having so much fun. Yeah. Oh, did you put something up that was good? Mm-hmm. Oh, I don't know. It was just up. I've always been obsessed with this case. Hey, Natasha. I've always been obsessed with this case and many others back in the 1900s, all the way to early 2000s. Serial killer mind. Oh, yeah. No, me too. Definitely. That's why I got into psychology, was for like criminal psychology. Like I know it's weird, but I wanted to like study like I guess it's not weird, but this is when I was like 13 years old. This is what I wanted to do. Like, but I always thought, when I didn't understand like psychopaths, I always thought there was good in everybody. And even these serial killers, I'm like, I just want to know what makes them tick. Like, I bet you I could find some good in them. But now that I understand like psychopaths, there could be just all bad people. I feel like now that, don't you think?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
But before, when I was younger, I thought that there had to be good in everybody. And I wanted to like, I felt like I don't know. It's just silly, but
make their sunshine through.
Yeah.
Like, if I can just talk to them,
yeah.
I can make their sunshine through.
What kind of confidence did I have? Silly.
No, but that's awesome, because I think that's the spark with students, is having that, like, I don't even know, I don't want to call it naivete or like, but it's kind of like this like wild-eye wonder about the world, that they can change things. And sometimes they do, because of that confidence. So I think that's actually very motivational to us. Like, as we get older, we get tainted.
It kept me, like I said, I was about 13, I think, when I got into like the serial killers and wanted to study them. And I was reading like Helter Skelter and like the Charles Manson and all that. But then that's when I was like, I want to study psychology. And it never changed. I stuck with psychology. Now I kind of regret it, because in job field, it kind of isn't the degree that's really good to get a job in. But I love the freaking education. It was awesome. I loved all the classes. So I guess for that purpose, I had fun. Like, the school was awesome. Like, the classes were so interesting. I was never bored. I loved learning about all that stuff. But job wise, it's a little bit tough.
Yeah. You could be in academia for the rest of your life with that. Yeah.
Very, very
like, become a professor, just stay in education, but it is difficult. Yeah.
All day,
Ashley Lee. Oh, Autumn came up with she found the name. Snapped.
Okay.
Notorious Ted Bundy survivors meet and tell their stories. Actually, I want to write that down, because I want to have a refresher in that. I don't think we can like show it, because
no, I don't think we get it.
Zav would lose our channel over. Isn't that kind of sucky, you guys? So like, it would kind of be promoting the show, right? But she can't show that. Or it's a big no-no.
It's like, I feel like I'm hoping since YouTube's gotten so big and like, I'm hoping that now more people are turning more towards like just claims, because you would be smart to just give them a claim. Because no, I mean, that's still rude. I still wouldn't do either. But I'm saying if you're going to do it, then just make the money off of it. Like, why strike them? What do they get out of striking? I mean, I get it, because then they're losing potential viewers. But
You're
I
right.
mean, like, it depends what it is. Like, sometimes it is promoting to watch, because if you're only playing clips and it's you're playing it to like, I don't know, it might make people want to go actually watch the whole thing, right? Because it's not like I'm going to play the whole thing probably, but even when you play clips, so I feel like it could only help them. But yet when you strike it, it takes the video down right away, you know. So I'm hoping that it's turning more towards more people just claiming, and rather like, because this is people's businesses. You're taking it away by giving them strikes. You could lose your whole channel. People, you could be working for it for years, put so much work into it, and then lose it because even though it falls under fair use, you know, like if you're just showing clips for educational purposes or to like commentary, you know, like something that falls under fair use. So I don't know. Like, they'd be smarter just to claim it if they want to be that way, you know, and make the money. And so I just don't understand that, why they want to do that. And it doesn't make sense to me. Yeah, definitely. Now I can see if you're playing the whole, you know, show, because then you've already seen it. So they could lose the views, but you know, I don't know. Is that birds chirping? I could hear birds chirping.
You guys, I don't know what type of bird that is. It must be he's very upset, or he's trying to get a mate or something's happening. Very wild out there.
Wow.
What do you want?
Kidding. So, oh yeah, oxygen for sure will strike.
Oh, they will?
Probably, I'm thinking, right? I feel like they.
Oh, I thought you knew, like, oxygen's one of those ones.
No.
Naughty Dr. Phil. He's so naughty.
Wait, is
No, but Dr. Phil's naughty. But isn't oxygen owned by Oprah Winfrey? Am I making that up in my head?
Oh, maybe.
But I could be lying right now, like, really bad. And then that's bad.
And it wouldn't be a lie. There would be it's not like you're lying purposely. It would just be like the wrong information. I don't know. You just mistakenly mistake, or I don't know. I don't know.
You always got my back. You got my 6.
Got my 6. Wait, what?
Coplingo, my back. My 6 o'clock.
Wait, you just lost me. What?
You've never heard you got my 6? Because like the 6 o'clock is like behind you.
Oh.
I mean, that's what I think, but I've never been.
What do you mean it's behind you, though?
Huh?
What do you?
Your 6 o'clock is behind you. You got my 6, like you got my back.
But I don't. Can you explain what that means? That the 6 is behind you? I don't understand.
I don't know what they mean by that, but that's what they mean, because I think on a clock, if you're looking at a 12, then if you're at 12, maybe 6 is behind you on an actual clock. Guys,
like it's behind you in time wise, you mean?
On like a clock, if you're looking at a clock, like counterclockwise or clockwise, you know, like a face of a clock, the 6.
No, I know, but I'm trying to think what that means. I don't know. I'm serious. I'm not trying to like.
No, I know. I know. No, but I think that's what. Hold on, now we gotta look it up. I feel.
I mean, I understand the clock, but what do you? What do you mean by behind you? Like in time wise, or like physically behind you? Like because of like if you're standing in front of a clock? I'm confused.
No, because you know how like people will be like, it's your 3 o'clock, like it's it, and then you have to like look here.
Oh, I see. Okay, duh. Now I feel. Yeah.
No, it's funny.
Okay. I get it.
Now you understand.
All right, yeah.
Okay. Because I was like gonna have to look up like slang dictionary and like break it down, because I was like, I don't know what I don't know, maybe I'm wrong. You started.
No, I just wanted you to explain it. I wanted to learn something because I didn't know. But now, yeah, you taught me. Yeah, I understand now.
Okay.
All right, you ready?
Occupation?
Deputy Sheriff, Salt Lake.
It does cut right in, and then some of these clips cut out too, and I can't help it. I could just get what I could get. So sometimes it'll cut out in the middle of something where it doesn't finish. Like as far as at the end, like where you don't hear the whole thing, but hey, it's what we got. So it is loud, guys. I didn't lower them, so just kind of lower it if it's too loud. Okay. Oh yeah, wow, I just Googled it. It's very entertaining. So yeah, that's crazy. Oh, thanks, Courtney Mag. You guys are entertaining. Call for references to position. Yes. Okay. Let's do this.
Lake County.
How long?
About 14 years.
Directing your attention to August 16, 1975. On or about that day, did you have occasion to know one Theodore Robert Bundy?
Yes, sir.
Did you know him prior to that?
No, sir.
Did you know at that time, and do you know at this time, what his occupation was at that day?
Yes, I did.
What was that?
He was a law student at the University of Utah.
You know what his occupation was in 1974?
I believe it was a law student also.
That's all I have.
Bundy?
Detective Thompson, you say you knew Theodore Robert Bundy on August the 16th, 1975?
Around that time I was acquainted with it, yes, sir.
Around that time?
Yes.
On that date? You say
I'm not positive on the date.
well, you give the benefit of your best estimate as to when you first...
The first conversation that I had with you was August the 21st outside the Salt Lake County Jail. That I'm positive.
You ever met me prior to that?
No, sir.
I'd like to...
That's all. Thank you.
May this officer be excused?
Yes, sir.
I think you're free to go.
That's all I have on the motion, Judge.
You have witnesses on the motion?
Yes, Your Honor. Mr. Harvey would like a couple minutes to confer with you before I take the stand.
We'll take a 5-minute recess, and you may confer with your counsel that we'll talk to you. Everybody remain seated, the judge is out of the courtroom.
I'll skip a little bit. Remember, it's not that long. Oh, 1979. It was June 1979. It was in Florida. The murders in Florida is what this is for. So now he's taking the stand.
There you go.
Is that better?
Bundy,
The limited purpose of this hearing only.
on the motion, only, I understand.
Raise your right hand, please. You solemnly swear that the testimony you will give to the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
I do.
Would you please state your full name for the record?
Theodore Robert Bundy.
Directing your attention to the early morning of August 15th, 1975, after you'd been stopped by Trooper Hayward, approximately what time of
Did we
day?
establish that it was really the 16th, or did we? That date,
Judge, there's a discrepancy in the report.
it was either the 15th or the 16th. Is there any question about that?
It's not
All right,
right.
as long as we're not hung with one on one day and one on another, that's the only thing the court was worried about. We're talking about one single incident, either August the 15th or August the 16th. Is that correct, gentlemen?
That's correct.
All right, proceed on.
About what time?
It was early in the morning, approximately 2 o'clock.
After you had been stopped, did Officer Hayward say anything to you?
Well, after the stop had occurred, I exited my car, and the officer, Hayward, had left his car and approached me, and the first thing he said to me was, "Why didn't you get out of your car and run? I could have taken your head off," or words to those effect. Words to that effect.
Did he ask you for your driver's license and registration?
He did. I think he asked me a number of questions which intervened the request for a driver's license, and I think he asked me after his first comment what I was doing in his neighborhood, to which I did not initially make a response. And then he asked me for my driver's license, which I got from the inside of my car.
Did you produce a driver's license?
Yes.
Produce a registration?
Yes.
Did Officer Hayward advise you of your rights at that time?
No.
Could you relate to me the circumstances which took place immediately after you were stopped?
After I gave the officer my driver's license, he went back to his vehicle, as I recall, and leaned in and pulled out the microphone that they use for the radios and came back to me and told me to go stand by his car, which was approximately 10 feet in back of my car. He told me to wait there, and there was an officer, another state patrolman, who was already on the scene, and he told me to stay with the officer. He told the officer to keep an eye on me.
Let me back up a little bit. Was Officer Hayward in uniform?
Yes, he was.
Was he carrying a weapon?
Yes, he was.
Was the additional officer who come to the scene, was he in uniform?
Yes.
Was he carrying a weapon?
Yes.
How many officers arrived at the scene?
Well, they arrived and they left. I'd say that at any one time, there were, at the most, there were on the scene at any one time approximately a half a dozen.
Were they all in uniform?
All except for Detective Ondrak, who arrived later, who was in plain clothes.
What was the attitude of the officers towards you?
Well, I testified as to Sergeant Hayward's initial reaction. After he told me to stand by his car, he proceeded to my car and he began to walk around it, shining his flashlight through the windows and peering in through the windows. The officer that I was standing with next to the patrol car began asking me questions, asking me what I was doing in the neighborhood, why I was there, so on and so forth.
Did any of the officers read you any rights, advise you the right to remain silent at that time?
No.
Did anybody advise you of the right to have an attorney present if any questions take place?
No.
Anybody advise you that you have the right not to talk to them?
No.
All right, and then Officer Hayward was looking in the car with a flashlight?
Yes.
And then what happened next?
He walked, as I was standing by the car, watching him and listening to the officer next to me ask me questions. I watched him walk around the car and shine his flashlight in the car. He apparently was focusing on something inside the car for some time, or it seemed like some time. He opened the car door, entered the car, and I couldn't see what he was doing. He came back to me and then repeated his earlier questions about what I was doing in his neighborhood, why I was there, and then, as I recall, he went to make another call on his police radio.
Did Officer Hayward or any other officer at the scene ask you for permission to search the car?
No.
Did you give anyone permission to search the car?
No.
Had you ever been arrested?
No.
Did anyone tell you that you had a right to refuse to let them search your car?
No.
Do Do you remember the words being asked to you, whether or not you minded if they looked inside your car?
I can't recall a request to search my car, and the words, whether or not they asked me if they could look in my car, is something I don't recall or construed as a request to search my car.
Do you remember telling any of the officers that they could look at you?
No.
At any point during this incident, did anyone read you your Miranda rights or tell you your rights?
Yes.
At what point was that?
After Sergeant Hayward had searched my car and called in another officer to come in, and after my car had been thoroughly searched by the other officers, Detective Ondracht approached me at that time and informed me that he was going to seize certain items from my car, and told me that he was going to attempt to get a warrant or a complaint or something of that type against me for possession of burglary tools. At that point, Sergeant Hayward or another officer, I'm not sure, searched me for the first time, handcuffed me, put me in his vehicle, read me the rights off a little card he carried on his console, and drove me downtown to the Salt Lake County Jail.
It was after the search had taken place?
Yes.
And after the items had been seized?
Yes.
Did you try to stop the search?
No.
Why is that?
Well, I'd say I was afraid to, but that's not exactly the way. I mean, it's not that I was quaking in my shoes. I felt that I couldn't stop them from doing what they were doing, that they were going to go ahead and do it no matter what I did. They were intent. The questions from Sergeant Ondracht and, Sergeant Hayward and the other officers at the scene indicated that they believed that I was involved in some sort of activity, and they were hostile about it. The questions seemed hostile to me, indicated to me that they were going to do damn well what they pleased, and I did not.
You didn't see any point?
There was no point. I didn't see how the heck I could stop a half a dozen uniformed armed officers from searching my car.
They didn't ask you for your consent?
No.
Objection to Brown.
Let me ask you to sleep here. Do you have anything else?
I think that about covers it.
I have no more questions.
Mr. McKeever?
Thank you, Judge. Just a couple of things. That's not the first thing you told Hayward, though, when he asked you what you were doing in the neighborhood, did he?
What? Excuse me?
He asked you what you were doing in the neighborhood, and you didn't tell him right off what you were doing in the neighborhood, did you?
I told him what, I responded to his question.
I understand. What was that response?
As I recall, the response, I don't know when it occurred, was that I had been in the neighborhood to drive and movie.
Good one.
I said my response to him was that I had been in the vicinity at a drive-in movie.
And you told him the name of that movie, didn't you?
Yes, I did.
But you hadn't been to that movie yet.
Your Honor, I object. I don't think this is relevant.
I'm going to let him answer.
I don't think it's material to the issue.
Well, question credibility is always material, and these are questions that the court would be concerned with. I'll let him answer.
No, I haven't.
Well, you started off with a lie to him. And you followed that up. Let me see if I understand your testimony correctly. You followed that up with another story, didn't you?
Your Honor, I object.
But restate the question.
Well, did you tell Hayward anything else after you told him that you'd been at the drive-in movie? You do recall your testimony during the courtroom proceedings in Utah, do you not?
I'm not sure what you're referring to. Really, it's a broad question. If you try to be more specific, I can help you out.
Do you recall your testimony in Utah?
I recall testifying in Utah.
Do you recall the drive-in movie story you told Hayward? You've already testified to that.
Yes, sir.
Do you recall the marijuana story?
Your Honor, I object. Yeah, let's do it.
I'm going to rule it, there's some reference to it in the opinion.
Judge, excuse me, this guy hasn't been talked about by either the officers at this hearing or by the testimony of the...
He's on cross-examination and the defendant. We got a direct pinpoint question of issue of fact. The court has to. And that's, I think, about a question overruled, you may proceed.
Do you need me to freshen up your memory a little bit, Mr. Bundy?
I think if you could ask me the question again, I'm not sure what you're asking, but I can try.
I'm asking you kind of an initial question, and I don't mean to be confusing. Do you recall your testimony in Utah? If you don't, say so, and I'll try to refresh you.
Well, if you could give me a specific question, I don't think it would be difficult for me to sit here and quote you verbatim what my testimony was in Utah.
I understand. I can appreciate that. Let me see if this refreshes your memory. You recall testifying that on the evening in question you were eating dinner and watching television until 12 midnight or 12:30, which time you decided to visit a friend. That upon arriving at that friend's house, you noticed the lights were out, you decided not to waken her up, and you proceeded to drive around for a while. You ended up in the Granger area where you decided to smoke some dope.
Your Honor, excuse me, but if he's going to ask me a question, I will object to the summarization of the entire line of questioning. He's going to ask me.
Well, if I've sufficiently refreshed your memory, say so, and I'll stop. You want to tell us about that testimony?
Do you recall that, Mr.?
Do I recall the testimony?
You apparently do. You just told the court there was lengthy questions and answers about that point.
All I'm saying is that I don't recall the testimony specifically, but I can say that in general that I can associate what you're saying with the trial in Utah.
Okay. Specifically, do you recall telling the court in Utah that you fled from the officer in order to get the smoke out of your car and that you threw the marijuana out the window during the chase?
Yes.
Now, back to this case. Isn't it a fact that you've done all of the research on this particular motion?
Yes, such as it is. Yes, I have.
Have you found some cases on the point?
I found too many cases.
And the point we're talking about is consent to search, isn't it?
That's one of the points we're talking about.
Are you familiar with what the factual basis would need to be for a consent search to be thrown out?
Yes, I'm familiar with it. I am now. I wasn't then.
That hasn't colored your testimony a bit.
I think you'll find, well, no it hasn't. And I think you'll find, if you review my testimony in the suppression hearing in Utah, that it's essentially the same.
That's all I have, Judge.
And please, right? Do you have anything further, Mr. Bundy?
No, sir, I don't.
You may step down. Any further testimony on the motion?
I feel like I need to call Officer Hayward just briefly, Judge.
All right. Officer Hayward, then. Sergeant, I guess he is now.
The only thing you need to re-swear this witness.
No, sir.
Step out of the witness stand, sir, and be seated.
You previously sworn, Sergeant. The oath is still applicable. You may proceed, Mr.
Thank you, Judge. Sergeant, are you familiar with the smell, the odor of marijuana?
Yes, sir.
How long have you had some experience in this odor?
I had 3 years, just prior to this date, of alcohol and drug enforcement, drug drivers in the state of Utah.
During the time you were in Mr. Bundy's car on this particular evening, at any time did you smell the odor of marijuana?
No, sir, I did not.
At any point during your search in the car or around the car, trunk, engine, whatever, did you find any substance that resembled marijuana?
No, I did not.
At any time during your chase of Mr. Bundy, did you see anything thrown out of the car?
No, I did not.
That's all I have.
And redirect? Across, excuse me?
Your Honor, we approach the bench.
Yes, sir.
I have no recross. This witness is recross. I misled. Cross on the rebuttal. But one matter that I'd like to do, just procedural matter, it's technical. His report into evidence for use here. His police report says that's it. I don't care, no problem. Let's do it. We're going to be sure.
You marked his report on your...
We've marked the report. This one. This says,
Just asking if that's the full report and if it's accurate.
Sergeant Hayward, I'm showing you a document listed marked as defendants proposed exhibit A1 identification. I ask you to identify that, please. Appears to be what?
The same document I have here, full document.
Your incident report of the stop that occurred on August the 16th, 1978?
Yes.
Would offer this in the evidence.
Be received without objection, out of order.
Objection.
We think it should give a pay on the motion to suppress standard evidence.
That's all I have.
Sergeant Hayward now be excused.
Yes, sir.
Let you please do so. Defense have anything further on the motion?
Nothing further, Your Honor.
State have any other rebuttal?
No, sir.
Motion's closed. Gentlemen, I'm going to take argument on both of the motions to suppress. In either procedure that you want to go by, you may take the state, would argue first. Go ahead.
Judge, may I ask, motion to suppress what now? Is this motion to suppress Nina Neary's testimony also?
Yes, sir.
All right, I'm going to have to gather my troops.
Are you prepared to argue on this one first, then?
Your Honor, I'm not prepared to argue the law beyond generalities. I have a great deal of case material. As I say, I have not had access to the library to streamline it, as it were. I would be willing to make a general argument, but we reserve the right to submit to the court a memorandum of...
All right, I'm going to rule on both of them till in the morning anyway. I want to hear the argument on both of them this afternoon. There's no more hearing testimony. How about Picano and...
Do that during trial if you want to, Judge.
I thought we had reserved that for during the trial. Now, this is all the testimony to be taken on a motion.
Yes, sir. No, sir, we have some statement testimony that you need to hear and some more Williams rule.
Well, we've got some William rule questions, but they primarily will be not witness testimony, as I understand.
You do have some short testimony.
All right. Well, let's take these two motions to suppress in that order. Now, there's argument on them now, and then we'll...
Judge, we give you a chance to get Mr. Haggard?
Yes, I think you should, and we're going to proceed now with the argument on the Granger, and Mr. Bundy, you may proceed.
Your Honor, there's a lot of cases in that box, and they all deal with consent search issues.
Yes, sir, I'm sure that there's probably that many more that you've missed.
And I've missed quite a few. We're only dealing with a couple jurisdictions. As I said, I'm going to argue the law broadly because I haven't had an opportunity to complete my research on the status of Florida law, although I'm familiar with the parameters of the consent search issue as they exist here in Florida and those as outlined by the United States Supreme Court and other federal courts.
Well, we really basically set the stage. I'm sure you've read Bustamante.
Yes, sir.
So let's proceed with that, and we'll go from there. And you're not going to be far wrong from Florida law.
Well, I think before I refer to the Bustamante case, I think it's important that the court be put in a position of determining whether it's Florida law that applies or the law of the state where the search occurred. And of course, I would argue that from the integrity of this court and the integrity of the court of Florida, the conflict should be resolved and in the manner of adopting the law of the forum state of Florida to determine whether a consent in the search that we've heard testimony in today was freely, voluntarily, and knowingly given.
Well, you've got more of a basic threshold argument as far as that is concerned. This court would have to take into consideration the rulings of the Supreme Court of Utah, Mr. Bundy, as far as the concept is concerned. And the only collateral attack, or something in the nature of a collateral attack, would be a federal argument. As this court conceives the law, I think the state of Utah has ruled on it, and it is provision of the Constitution that you're well aware of concerning full faith and credit and finality of the arguments that it relates to seizure of goods under the forum of where they're seized. This court would consider that the only possible collateral approach would be on the basis of some additional federal requirement, maybe not brought to the attention of the Utah court. However, so that the record is patently clear, I'm going to proceed with the concept that both arguments, or all three arguments, are in fact open. And I'm not going to close you out on that. Brevity has never been the keynote of this trial and probably never will be. So I'll hear whatever you have to say.
Well, I think, and I will do my best to acquaint the court with issues that are directly involved in the search, which did not come to the attention, or I would tell the court that these issues did not come to the attention of the Florida Supreme Court, or the Utah Supreme Court. However, I understand that the court has read the Supreme Court opinion, the Utah Supreme Court opinion, and will simply direct the court's attention to the findings of Chief Justice Ellett. And Chief Justice Ellett did not find that the search ruled on by the trial court was legal. The legal finding of Chief Justice Ellett in State v. Bundy was that there was evidence sufficient to justify the judgment of the court. It does not speak to the standards of law in Utah or anywhere else as applied to search and seizure, and the search and seizure issue involved in the Utah case. I think what we have here is simply a badly written opinion, and one which is self-evident, relies on virtually no case law and a very highly complicated appeal. And so I will say only that I don't believe reading of the Supreme Court opinion is dispositive or in any way persuasive in determining the legality or illegality of the search that occurred, and it's the subject of this motion. And let me go to the Bustamante case because it's so often referred to and because it's so important in consent search cases. And I think that this court must first recognize that in the Bustamante case, the United States Supreme Court narrowly decided the issues before it and concluded that its ruling on whether an advisement was necessary.
She has one. Where is the lady?
Pardon?
Where is the lady?
Where's Mrs. Mary?
She's right across the hall.
Does she have photographs with her or clippings?
I don't know. You'll have to ask her. She might have them in her purse.
You want to let this young lady step down from the stand and bring her over? If they're of some benefit to us, if you can get them for us, Mr. Simpson,
Well, I was going to suggest is we've already given them copies of them. They can use the copies as well as the original.
whichever one you have.
Our copies are poor, y'all.
Well, why don't you ask the lady to bring them over? We're not before the jury, and the court could glean something from it, maybe. Would you temporarily excuse this lady for the rule and let her sit here and identify the photo? Bring Mrs. Neary over. Lady, if you step down and sit right there, it'll be fine.
Come right over here, please, ma'am. Step up in the witness box, please. Raise your right hand.
And do you solemnly swear that the testimony that will be the truth, whole truth, and nothing but the truth, self you can?
Do you see it? Mrs. Neary, would you state your full name for the record, please?
Wanda Neary.
All right. And you're the mother of Nita Neary?
I am.
All right. Do you have some newspaper clippings that you've collected
I do.
with respect to this case?
I do.
All right. Do you have them with you, ma'am?
Yes, I do.
All right. May we see them?
just hired you on the interesting one that's from Bundy. Not
That'd be
concerned
fine.
with the other details.
Other than to show reading content, Your Honor.
Return all to the lady that you can. If we need to make photostats for them for the record, we'll give them. I don't want to confiscate it.
Your Honor, the one I'm returning is Sunday, January 22nd, 1978, the Indianapolis Star, page 10, section 3. Caption on it is Tallahassee Terror, Police Lack Clues to Killing.
We'll see that you get the others with substitute photographs going in with it.
Could we have this one just photocopied for the record?
Yes, we can.
All right, so I don't need it in as an exhibit. That's fine. Yes, Mark.
We'll photostat and substitute the photostat for the original and return the original to Ms. Neary.
I don't even know. Who is that?
It's Wanda Neary, and I believe that she is the mother of the victim, but I'm not 100% sure. But her name is Wanda Neary, and she's the mother
Well,
of
who is the other person?
behind her. I'm not
No,
sure.
who's her
The one-
daughter, though? Wait,
Oh,
who
I'm
are we
not-
talking about?
the person on the stand that just handed the stuff to who I'm thinking is the prosecution.
Okay.
Is that who we're talking about?
I have no idea. I
Yes.
don't know. Go ahead, answer that. I don't even know what's going on.
It's Wanda Neary. I just need a name, like a spelling, because I'm looking on it. Crime Curious, thanks for joining. And yes, it is like being re-victimized. You're part of the family, Crime
Oh,
Curious.
yeah, thanks. Wow. Oh, my God. I just had like a thing where I didn't even know what that meant. I was like, green. I don't know. That was weird. I was like, what does that mean again? Oh, my God. I'm sorry. Thanks
Are
for
you
joining.
tired?
Yes.
You're probably so tired though because you've been working on this like all day.
No, not really.
Yeah, Rose Petal. What happened?
I have been, really?
That's why you're tired.
Not
Nita
really.
Neary. Michelle Lester, thank you so much. Yes. Okay. Now I'm gonna go back here. I'm like looking for typing as we go. Yes, so that's who's on the stand and we're gonna hear about it. And started with wrong position. Oh, Pat, I think Pat's a little behind in the live. She'll catch up to us. She or he. Yes, Pat. Like she's at Pat's at the Got Your Six. And did you see Gail changed her name? Gail changed her name.
Zev, it's Tootsie Time. Cracker Gale Box. Because of what you said, yeah.
I realized it like so long after I thought it was somebody else. Gail, you're the best.
Oh, yay. It's Tootsie Time. I don't have like Tootsie Pops. I have Blow Pops. I don't have any Tootsie Pops, though. Is that what you mean?
That's what she means. It's okay.
I
Those
need
are
to
just
order
as good.
some.
But why? You can't have a blow pop? I feel like you can.
Huh?
I feel like you can have a blow
Oh,
pop.
no, I can have a Blow Pop. Yeah, I'm going to
When?
have one, but I just kind of want a Tootsie Pop. But I don't have any Tootsie Pops, so I can't. What was the question?
When are you gonna have yours?
I don't know. Probably when we start this, maybe. Should I
When we restart it?
restart it?
When we start what?
Wait, when we play the video, I mean.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Is that what you mean? So you're doing a lemonade one?
Yeah, because I just reached in and grabbed one.
Oh,
You're like
that's
being
good,
all
yeah.
picky and stuff.
I know.
Are you?
No, I'll just reach in and grab one. Let me see.
I bet you it's gonna be blue.
Yeah, because most of mine are blue.
Wow.
Most of mine are for some reason. I don't know why. Like, do they only make a certain flavor? Like a lot of it? Is it more expensive to make the watermelon flavor? I don't understand. Like the strawberry for like Starburst. Is it more expensive? Is strawberry the flavor more expensive than yellow and orange? I mean, what? You see, like, why?
Yeah.
Strawberry is
Why are they
everybody's favorite. At least make them even because they only have like one or two in the whole pack. But why not like make it kind of even, right?
Right.
So there's like 3 or of each or 4 of each, but strawberry always has the less. And they know that's probably a lot of people's favorites because they have the favorite. So they know that those are favorites. So I mean, is it more expensive? I don't understand.
I think they're just stingy about it. They're just taking it home in their own.
Yeah, but they would have more. I feel like they would. Oh, so then maybe they could do the favorite. I don't know what the motivation behind it is, but
that's your thing that you like too, is like without the not favorites, we can't have the favorites. So if you have the favorites all the time, then
that's true. You'll get burnt. Like it won't be as good then.
Yeah.
But at least they can at least make sure each has 3, maybe one less than the other ones. Because it would still, because then you buy the fake reds and then you get burnt out that way. But if you didn't have to buy the reds and you could just have an even amount, I don't know. Maybe I guess, but do you think that they think people will buy more because they need to buy more just to get the pink ones or something?
I think they believe in the motto of if without yellow you can't have red.
But I still think that they could have like the even amount of them though. I don't know. I mean, don't put more of them, but you could do it even. But pink is always like sometimes you only get one in a whole thing.
Well, you better show me. I didn't know that. You better show me that.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I thought they were fair and not justice and Starburst.
I don't think so, but I could be wrong. I don't know. What is the chat saying?
I don't know. We haven't taken a poll about Starburst. Are we losing our minds already? Hold on, I need water. I feel like yes, but I would be really upset if I would be really upset. You said the women on the stand look totally terrified and angry at the same time. Yes, imagine this monster having the right to ask you questions, and with his like weird manipulation that he's doing, right? Like, do you guys see that? Like, very, very uncomfortable position, and I think that who was it that said re-victimized? Someone in chat said that. One of our friends, Kibby.
Huh?
Kibby said it. Yes, they're re-victimized, Kibby. Absolutely. 100% agree with that. Yes.
Wait, said what?
That everyone's being re-victimized on the stand.
Oh,
by, having to deal with him,
Yeah. No, that's true.
Yeah.
That's not right. I mean, that would be very traumatic. I feel like to have to see him and then him questioning you. Like, are you serious? Like for the people that, I don't know. Is that what you're even talking about or no?
Mm-hmm. And like walking around, like I even feel like the court people, like the women in the courtroom are freaked out by it, like freaked out by him just
because
like
he's walking around free. Yeah. And most of murder suspects would be in handcuffs and even chains on their freaking feet especially with what he did,
Yeah. And having like free, like not just free, is like has interaction with them. Like most defendants don't have interaction with the court staff like that. So he it's like his last like not as like he did a lot of more manipulation tactics, because remember before they executed him, he's like, I take you to the bodies, and then like he's like didn't produce anything. Like he kept trying to like prolong, like stay his execution by like I'll help you solve more crimes.
Oh yeah, claim. Yeah, I remember that. And they're like, no, sorry. Like, yeah, he tried to. Like, I think it was even the day before. Wasn't he trying to say, I'll give you more information? But the thing is some of the information he was giving, it wasn't panning out. The bodies weren't there. Remember? So it's like they stopped trusting him. I think because he was. I think he was taking credit for some that wasn't, just to be able to not get executed. Right?
Yeah, no, that's like kind of his thing in life. I feel is like this whole minute. Like I don't even know how he held on to any real girls, women, like the relationships he had, because he just seems like a big manipulator. You know, I don't. You know, like he's beyond a psychopath and all that. That is, you know, and a murderer. But like that, how would he even hide in plain sight? He's just a jerk. Like the smugness, he can't fake all the stuff he's doing in there. He is legitimately comfortable in there. Legitimately comfortable. One of the things, if you guys notice when he's on the stand, so what we do is, I don't know if you can see because I'm wearing a dark shirt, but what we do as humans when we're feeling uncomfortable, I'm doing an extreme version of it, is we keep our arms like really close to our sides, because that's like our vulnerable spots of like, you know, that's like kind of built in. You see him, he's like, has his arms out. When he's explaining stuff, he's able to like move his arms away from him, and he's comfortable. He has his leg up, and you know, he has his like arm on his leg, and some people could say that that's him protecting his knee joint, but no, like he's sitting more comfortable than I'm sitting right now. Right?
Yeah.
Don't you think, Tiff? Doesn't
Yeah.
he like? Are you as comfortable as he is on that in the
Not
witness
right now.
box?
No, definitely not.
It was like tripping me out a little bit, but yeah.
Yeah. No, what? Yeah. Yeah, because I have some pictures. I was taking screenshots, and like, because you can notice like his knee. Well, I guess we were just watching it, but never mind. Yeah, you're right.
It's just so even when he's addressing the court, he's just like, you don't see him with his arms like just trying to like pick up on his.
But you're talking about when he was
yeah, on the stand, sitting in front. Like everything I'm seeing is he's not even playing at this. He truly is comfortable because I think he thinks he's getting one over, and he's comfortable in the position of taking like control of. I don't know.
No, yeah, you're right. I mean, I'm sure that's what
odd.
it is. It is.
All of us innocent people would never feel as comfortable as him. I think even just
being in that situation, you know, we'd be all like,
courtroom.
That's what I mean. In the courtroom is what I meant. Yeah. Being in that environment. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So who's up on the stand? Did that girl even get on the stand yet? I forget. What is it? Just the mother? That's the mother of who?
Of Anita.
Who was she though?
One of his victims, I'm sure.
So she already did her testimony?
Nita Nettie.
Did she already do it?
No.
Okay.
She just handed over some newspaper clippings right now.
No, I mean the daughter.
Oh, I don't know.
But
I don't know. She might not have lived.
No. Oh, then who is that girl? I'm so confused. Okay, let's just play it because I don't even know. Okay. So was that girl there yet?
Which one?
The blonde? Did she already I remember seeing her for a minute, but did they already do her?
Mm-mm.
They didn't?
I don't believe so.
I thought that was her mom. So who is the blonde? Okay, I'll play it. I'm probably confusing more, maybe.
Okay, so it says that Nita Neary, a member of the Chi Omega, was returning to the sorority house the night of the attacks, and also reported seeing a man come down. So she was someone who probably wasn't attacked, but was, and then it cuts off. Okay. So yeah, so we'll hear about it, I'm sure.
Okay.
Ms. Neary, while clerk is marking the other exhibits, I'll ask you and show you what has been marked defendants.
Her daughter, right? The girl that was just sitting right beside her. So she hasn't been on the stand.
Yeah, it actually looks like her in the pictures. It does look like her, so maybe it was her on the stand and then they moved her over. That's so bizarre.
I don't. Okay. All right, I'll just play it.
Exhibit A1 for identification and ask you if you recognize this newspaper clipping. And did you cut this out of the Sentinel Star?
No, I did not.
Who cut this out of the paper?
I don't know.
Did you show...
You're shaking. Don't be upset here. Relax.
Did you...
There's no reason to go through all the process.
Did you show this to your daughter, Nita?
The daughter would probably be the best answer to that, wouldn't it, Mr. Haggard? I don't think we need to. Everything's all right, Mother. Relax, all right? Take care of yourself. All right. You may step down.
Thank you, Elizabeth.
Young lady, please take the witness stand.
Neary, I show you what's been marked. Defendants exhibits 1, 2, and 3 for identification, and ask if you can A1, 2, and 3. Ask if you can identify them as having seen them before.
This one, no, I do not remember seeing it before.
Which one is that, Mr. Haggard?
Number A1.
All right.
This one, yes. This is the series I was talking about where each one looks different.
What number is that?
A2. And A3.
I don't remember. It looks like the same series there. I might have seen it. I don't really remember. But I might have seen this one, but it's the same pictures as this.
Did your mother have any other pictures than these?
I don't know.
Well, how long has your mother had these pictures?
She's had them for a while, for when the paper started coming out, but she kept them in an envelope, and after I had seen the series of 6, I was advised not to look at any more pictures in the newspaper or on television, and so I stayed away from them.
You've identified A2 as the 6 you saw?
Yes.
Well, that was prior. A2 was prior to you being advised or after?
Yes, prior.
What is the date of that, Mr. Haggard?
February 19th, John.
All right.
Did you see all of the clippings that your mother collected?
No, I did not.
Did you see these that she brought here today?
She's already.
I was just thinking, she's answered. Now, if she's seen any other, I'll let you inquire.
Did you see any in this one that had sort of a profile?
No.
Excuse me. Did you see any in, and that was A2, did you see any in A3 that had sort of a profile?
No.
Do you recall telling Detective Bodiford that you had seen sort of a profile on March 14th?
Objection, that wasn't present.
Lady present.
You recall this question by Mr. Bodiford? Did you recognize him? Answer, I can't guarantee you. I didn't see a good profile, but she just showed me a picture, she referring to your mother, about 2 days ago of a sort of profile. Recall that?
Vaguely.
Was this the sort of profile that your mother was referring, or you were referring to on the phone?
I don't remember that picture right now.
It was in your mother's possession, was it not?
Objection.
No, that's no test of her recollection. What is the date of that?
The date, Your Honor, is 2 days after Exhibit A2
Never mind
there.
what A2 and that. What's the date of that?
February 23rd.
Thank you, sir.
You recall your conversation? Your Honor, so I can refer to the one I referred to as sort of a profile as A1 for the record. You recall your conversation with Detective Bodiford?
Yes, I remember talking to her.
What did he tell you about having someone in jail down in Tallahassee?
Objection.
Find out what you recall from the conversation before. Don't lead her through the thing.
What do you recall about the conversation, ma'am?
The main thing, the main point I remember about the whole conversation was don't look at any more clippings.
Did he tell you why not to look at any more clippings?
So I could have a positive identification and that the newspapers wouldn't sway my decision.
Did he use the specific word taint?
Pardon?
Did he use the word, so do not look at any more newspapers so it wouldn't taint your identification?
I don't remember.
Do you know whether he discussed that with your mother?
Objection.
Sustained.
Did your mother tell you not to look at any more pictures in the newspaper because Detective Bodiford had told her that?
Objection.
Sustained.
Remember your mother showing you any newspaper photographs in the car?
Vaguely, yes.
And she pulled out an envelope?
No, I don't remember the envelope.
Where were you driving to?
I believe we were going home. We were downtown Aurora somewhere. We were driving home.
Did you say to her that it looked like the nose, but it was still not a good profile?
Objection.
Sustained.
Did you make a comment as to whether or not it was a good profile to your mother?
I remember.
Your Honor, that assumes that she said there was something like that.
I'm asking if she made...
There's no establishment that it's taking place, Mr. Hager. That's the problem.
You were in the car, and your mother showed you some photographs, right, Ms. Neary?
Yes. A photograph.
A photograph.
A clipping. I don't remember which one it was.
A photograph.
No, Your Honor, that's
It's a photograph or a clipping.
A clipping.
All right. Was it a clipping with a photograph on it?
Yes.
And was it a partial profile?
I don't remember the picture. I'm sorry. I don't remember.
Do you recall making any comments about the nose?
No, not specifically the nose.
Do you recall making any comments about whether or not it was a good profile?
No, I don't remember. I remember, what I do remember is glancing at it, and I was tired of it, and I just said, I don't want to see anymore. I don't want to make any judgments.
Do you recall saying anything to Detective Bodiford about any resemblance of the newspaper photographs to the man going out the door?
She's already established your numbers of conversation. I'll let him ask the question.
I answered?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you repeat that, please?
Yes. Do you recall making any comments to Detective Bodiford about whether the newspaper photographs resembled the man going out the door?
No, I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Do you recall saying that you could not promise that you could make an identification to Detective Bodiford?
No, I don't remember.
Let me ask you if you recall this statement and this reply with Detective Bodiford. Detective Bodiford, do you think that you might be able to pick it out? Your reply was, I can't promise anything, but I... ... Do you recall that statement and reply?
No, I don't remember.
And continuing by Mr. Bodiford, what about if you were to see a live lineup? And your reply, well, again, I can't promise anything, but it could... ... Do you recall that?
No.
Pardon?
No.
And your reply again, you know, I hate to promise anything, I can't, you know. Do you recall that?
Some of these statements just been taken out of context. I'm not sure what about.
If they're read out of context, make your objection timely. I don't have a copy of the document he's reading from, Mr. Simpson.
Do you recall discussing with Detective Bodiford a partial profile from the newspaper?
Sustained. We've been through that.
Do you recall this statement by Detective Bodiford in this reply? Right, but so far the pictures you've seen, you haven't counted him at least? Yeah, but the one when we had his nose turned a little bit did the best for me, you know. Resembled more than any of the other ones. But the other ones were hard to tell because they had like 6 different pictures of him, all different, you know. Do you recall that discussion?
No.
Counter Mr. Harvey says my secretary called and there was some emergency in my office. I have no idea what it was.
We've got a recess now, and I've got a judges meeting to go to. In spite of the importance of this proceeding, I still have some administrative duties. The reason we started half an hour earlier, I'm going to be in recess now till 2 o'clock. Court will be in recess.
Everybody remain seated till the judge is out of the courtroom. We'll be in recess until 2 o'clock.
Sure, I wish I had
This is the end of, I have more video, but I think this is the end of this. I think it's just like, do you want to watch just this part?
No.
Just like I'm just talking and waiting, or no?
No.
Wait, let me just see.
But what I think when Peridot Eyes, I think, asked, I believe it's Peridot, yes. Is the blonde attorney just asking her those questions, defense or prosecution? I'm so confused. And I believe, and Zav, correct me if I'm wrong, I believe that it is the part of co-counsel defense. And that's why she's answering in the manner that she is, because it's like annoying that he's also a co-counsel on the defense.
I'm gonna, since I was in chat, I was having trouble multitasking tonight. So I'm just gonna watch this after so I could answer some questions because I wasn't absorbing everything tonight, guys. So I don't have the answer to those questions. I have no idea. I've been just too much in chat, I feel like. So maybe I should have watched it before. I thought it would be cool watching it first with you guys, but I just am not able to do that for some reason. So I'll just have to watch it so I can answer the questions for the next time because there's more too. I'm not going to play any more tonight, but there is more I wanted to watch. I don't know. If I would have watched it, I probably could answer, Bella. You don't know?
I got the feeling that he was defense, but Michelle Lesser, who was correct with Nita Neary's name and giving us Wanda Neary's daughter, says that he was the prosecutor. So I'm not entirely sure, but we'll find out and let you guys know.
I don't know. I know. Go ahead. What?
No, you go ahead.
I feel like because from closing arguments, he has a defense. Like he has that guy that's blonde. Wait, are they not showing the guy, or is that what it is?
He has like a blonde bob.
Yeah, that's the defense, though.
Okay.
And then there's a woman too, because when they do closing arguments, there's a woman that does the defense and the guy with like the blonde. But then the prosecutor kind of has a blonde too. Wait a minute.
They're all like,
this is kind of, it's not that different than the defense, I feel.
Rewind it a teeny bit on mute, so you could see his little head as it bobbles.
Maybe I'll
around.
Recognize.
Yeah, you'll be like, that's the head of the whatever he is. Good night, heavenly clouds. Love
Good
you,
night,
girl.
Heavenly Clouds.
Thanks for being
Thanks for
here.
coming. Yeah, wait, I think that's the defense for some reason. Hold on. Let me see something real quick. Just give me 1 minute. I'm going to look at the closing arguments just again real quick.
Doing life my way. I hope you get better. It's hard being sick right now. Just drink a lot of fluids. Make sure you.
Wait, oh yeah, I commented on texting. Yeah, I hope you get better.
Yeah,
definitely. God, wait, God, they look so similar. I feel like, hold on.
Yeah, Renee J. You're in our club.
But it doesn't make sense though. But the people sitting next to him at the table aren't the same people that do the closing arguments though. Why am I? This isn't making. It's a woman that does it for him, and then a guy with like blondish hair. But if you look at who's, wait though, because this is the one. Oh wait, I'm looking at the one. Hold on a second. Oh, this is confusing me now. Hold on. Hold on. Let me look at this date.
Raquel Beachy, she is one of the members of the Chi Omega sorority house who I believe came home and saw, she wasn't involved in the attack, but she lived there at the time that the women were attacked in that home in 79. No, actually, I take back the 79 part, but not anything else. I have a migraine right now, so I'm like a little bit off. I just took some migraine medicine, so I'll be okay.
Oh, yeah.
No, it's fine. I've been having migraines a lot. I think this has been a fun month. Yay.
That's why you're having migraines, because it's been a fun month? Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I like that way of thinking. That's a good way to think. Whoa. You sounded weird. Say something. But usually it goes away after a minute. I think that might be the prosecution then, because I don't know, guys, but wait, what? Why you say her man?
Well, I wish it, because she's really disturbed. So if she's disturbed with the prosecution, but she's probably disturbed the witness I'm talking about. But the witness is probably disturbed because she has to be in his presence like that. He's probably looking at her weird. We don't see how he's looking at her.
Oh, but see, who is he sitting next to? Because hold on, who is he sitting next to at the table right here?
That should be his co-counsel.
I know, but it doesn't ever show it, does it? Okay. I was trying to see, but it doesn't show him sitting next to anybody.
It does. It will. You mean Bundy?
Yeah.
Yeah, it will.
On this one? On the video we just watched?
Oh, maybe not on this one, but isn't it the same
that's what
day?
I mean. Hold on. Like on this video that we just watched. Oh, there we go. There. So that's the guy that's on the closing arguments, but that's not the guy that's giving the closing arguments. But so I'm saying he's sitting next to this guy, but it's a girl and a guy that does it for him. And you don't see him sitting next to those people at all. Wouldn't they be sitting next to him? It's weird.
I'm going to check my audio. I feel like it's.
Yeah, it's a little bit. I forget what you do. Usually it goes away, or is there something you could do? I forget what you normally do to fix it. Remember? Don't you do something? Or no?
Yeah, I unplug it. We'll see what happens. Like it's gone right now, but it keeps.
No, it's still doing it. Just unplug it, right? Or do you unplug the microphone, or don't you change it? I don't know. Well, make sure you put it. Oh, she probably can't even hear me, guys. I'm talking to right. No, I know, Michelle. I know they take different things, but what I'm saying is when you see like everybody sitting next to him in the closing arguments or there, like I don't see the people that are giving him. So maybe they're, because I know he's got like a few attorneys, but like I don't see those two. That's why I'm confused. But maybe it's because they're standing up or they're standing somewhere else. Are you back? Oh no, not yet.
Am I back?
Oh yeah, you're good now.
Okay, good.
It's good. Maybe that was just a bad idea for me not to watch it before, guys. I don't know what I was thinking, because then in order for me to pay attention, like sometimes I have trouble, like if I'm really in chat, and then being able to really pay attention to what I'm playing, you know. And I just, yeah. So I feel like you guys probably think I'm an idiot because I can't even answer your questions, but like I said, it's because I wasn't absorbing anything tonight, and I didn't watch it ahead of time. Bob Lake. Where was that? Wait. The tall blondes, I think. Yeah, no, the tall blonde guy is the prosecution, but on the closing arguments, there's another kind of tall blondish guy. So I don't know. They kind of, I don't know.
It was a hot hairdo for Florida at the time for men.
Oh, Margaret. Yeah, because it was a girl that did his closing argument. It was a girl and a guy. He had two. The prosecution might have had more than two, but it cuts off it cuts off on the end of hers, so we don't get because we're gonna end up watching these, not tonight, but we're gonna end up watching all of them. But it cuts out in the middle of hers, so we don't get to hear all of hers. And the state, I don't know, because that's the end of it. That's the only reason I know, because I didn't watch any of it, but I know, when you're like trying to edit or see if there's anything that you need to edit, like cut out or whatever, or where it ends or whatever. So it's the very end, so I know it cuts out her. But I don't know if it cuts. I know the state only has one, but I don't know if it cuts it out. Am I making sense or no?
Yeah. I think you're doubting yourself. You want some pomegranates through the portal?
I have some. Oh, that's what I should have done. I should have go get them and then,
What do you have?
Pomegranates. I'm saying I should have got them and we could pretend like you could do them through the portal and be like, "Ooh, that's right." But I just told everybody the trick already.
I know.
We'll plan something.
We gotta plan.
Well, no, we're not
food
planning
portal.
anything, guys. We have power. It's a real power. So You're saying no?
No, we do.
Oh, okay.
We do. No, I can't do this. It's like too much chewing to mute myself.
Yeah, pomegranates are good. They're like a lot of work, but okay. So here's the thing: if you could buy the pomegranates already, like you could buy like cups of, at least where we're at, where it's already done. But it's not as satisfying to me if it's not like you do your own, because like each one you worked for it, and it's like But then if you just have a bunch and you can just eat like huge spoonfuls, then it's just like not as good as like couple. You know what I'm saying?
No, because my mom did this for me, and I'm like, oh, mommy, I love you so much as I'm eating it.
Have you ever tried to do it yourself though?
Yeah,
and you don't enjoy it as much. I know you have to wear an apron because you'll have it all over you. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and your hands are all stained, and you have to do it underwater. And have you done the underwater trick?
No.
So yeah.
Underwater?
No.
What do you mean?
Like it makes it so it doesn't splash all over the place. Like, yeah.
Wait, you do it like running water over top of it?
No, like you get like okay, I'm not an expert, guys. This is like a YouTube trick, I think, when I was like trying to do my own. You get a bowl, you fill it with water, and then you put the pomegranate in it, and you open it in the water, so like everything that's splashing out just does that in the underwater trick. Yes, that's the that's the trick. See, Ashley knows. Put it in a bowl of water.
Oh, and you do it while it's in the bowl of water. Okay. Well. Maybe I'll have to try it that way. I love pomegranates. Yeah, definitely.
I love that you do it yourself, because I just feel like a baby. But my mom, then she feels like I love her, and I do, and like she feels like I love her a lot.
She likes doing it for you.
Yeah.
Right? Is that what, yeah, of course. Yeah. Oh, that's cute. It's nice.
I know.
That's what moms are for.
Yeah.
They like, yeah.
I know. So yeah, but
so wait, somebody said what made him so crazy. Let me read just a couple notes I took of him growing up.
Yes,
it's just in Wikipedia. I usually don't get my information from Wikipedia just from being in college. It was just like a habit where they're like, no Wikipedia. And so I always stayed away from it because anybody could put information. But for something like this, I feel like it's probably pretty much right. So I just did it real quick just to get like a timeline, because I was trying to figure out like, his early childhood. But it said, like I said earlier, his father's identity has never been confirmed. His birth certificate says it's Lloyd Marshall, an Air Force Air Force veteran, but his mother says she was seduced by a war veteran, Jack Worthington, who abandoned her after she became pregnant with Ted. Some family members expressed suspicions that Bundy might have been fathered by Louise's, his mother's own father. But no material evidence has ever been cited to support this. But some people say that, I guess. I don't know. So for the first 3 years of his life, he lived with his maternal grandparents in Philadelphia, who raised him as their own son to avoid social stigma of having kids outside wedlock. Family and friends, and even Ted, were told that his grandparents were his parents and that his mother was his older sister, like I said earlier. He eventually found out after. So there's two different stories. So one, he says his cousin showed him a copy of his birth certificate. But then the biographers that wrote his biography said that he found it himself, like even way later, like in the 69 or so, like when he was an adult, that he found out. So they don't know what is true.
Wow.
So biographer and true crime writer Ann Rule, who knew Bundy, personally believed that he did not find out until 1969 when he located his original birth record in Vermont. Bundy expressed a lifelong resentment toward his mother for never talking to him about his real father and for leaving him to discover this I can't even say that true. I couldn't even say true.
Are you okay?
Yeah. Oh my God. Wow. It was like I was having like a. Anyway, Bundy occasionally exhibited disturbing behavior at an early age. Julia recalled awakening from a nap to find herself surrounded by knives from the kitchen, and 3-year-old Ted standing by a bed smiling.
3?
Yeah. That's.
Standing. So he put the knives around her, and then went and stood next to the bed and waited for her to wake up.
That's what it said.
And she got no help from him whatsoever, huh? Mother of the year. What's that about?
I don't know. Wait. She got no what?
She got no help for it. Like, she didn't keep an eye on
help
this.
for him. Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Did Julia tell her parents this? Right? Because Julia was her. Who was Julia again? Oh my God. What is wrong with me? Did I ever say who Julia was? I think it's his cousin. His cousin. I didn't put it in there. Okay.
So it wasn't the mom then?
No, Louise is his mom.
Oh, okay. Mom / sister.
I see what you're saying. You said it was his mom. Okay. So in 1950, Ted's mother, Louise, met John Culpeper Bundy, so that's how he got the name, a hospital cook, and they married later that year, and Johnny Bundy formally adopted Ted. They ended up having 4 children of their own, and Johnny tried to include Ted in family activities, but Ted remained distant, complaining that Johnny wasn't his real father and wasn't very bright and didn't make much money. So in 1967, he became romantically involved with the University of Washington student Stephanie Brooks. In 1968, he dropped out of college, and then she broke up with him and returned to her family in California. She didn't like his immaturity and lack of ambition. 1969 in Washington, Bundy met that Elizabeth Klopfer or whatever. Their relationship would continue well past his initial incarceration in Utah in 1976. So in 1970, he re-enrolled with psychology as his major. He became an honor student and was well regarded by his professors. In 1971, he took a job at Seattle's Suicide Hotline Crisis Center. There he met and worked alongside Ann Rule, a former Seattle police officer and aspiring crime writer who would later write one of the definitive Bundy biographies, The Stranger Beside Me. Rule saw nothing disturbing in Bundy's personality at the time. She described him as kind and empathetic. Weird, huh?
Working at that hotline. You would see it.
Yeah.
Wow. Was he cultivating his skills, like his people skills?
Probably.
Yeah.
Because he claims, there's other things I didn't write down everything. I should have said that because he claimed that hold on. Because I don't want to quote it wrong, but he rekindled his relationship with Brooks. And that's where I didn't remember. I said I quit. I was in the middle. That's where I never finished. Hold on. Let me just see something. Am I boring though? You?
No. You're doubting yourself a lot today.
I know. I am. So, okay, where am I? Did you know that he kept severed heads in his bedroom? I didn't know that.
I didn't. Someone had said that in the live, like they wrote that. I don't remember who it is. I'm sorry if you're here. But I didn't know that.
Yeah, because why don't we ever? I mean, we hear that about we hear the stuff about Dahmer, but why haven't we heard any? Hold on, let me do something real quick.
I don't know.
Why? You know what I'm saying though? Like why? Oh, let me bring that up. Okay. Wait, why is this not working? Hold on. Okay, you guys still there? Okay. So yeah, he decapitated at least 12 victims and kept some of those severed heads as mementos in his apartment.
Gail says he kissed the heads every night.
Oh my God. He would go back to the bodies of his victims too. You knew that, right, Bella? Like when he would lay them in the, areas, he would go back and do stuff. Ugh.
So he's every night. All the severed. And he's over here he's all so he's an enigma, a very big enigma. It's
so, but there's a lot of conflicting things. Okay, so for instance, accounts of his social life also varied. Bundy told somebody, I can't pronounce their names, that he chose to be alone as an adolescent because he was unable to understand interpersonal relationships. He claimed that he had no natural sense of how to develop friendships. I didn't know what made people want to be friends, he said. I didn't know what underlay social interactions. Classmates from Woodrow Wilson High School, however, told Rule, that Bundy was well-known and well-liked, a medium-sized fish in a large pond. Bundy only significant athletic avocation was downhill skiing, which he pursued using stolen equipment and forged lift tickets. I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see if there's more. I want to find that part about the girlfriend real quick. What he did. Remember I was telling you how he they think he did it to pay her back or whatever.
Yeah, maybe you could find what he said to her.
Yeah, it was something. It was just weird. It didn't make sense. It just was 2 words. I feel like, and it was just
back at ya. It was
something. Hold on, let me see. It was something weird like that. Where is it? It's coming up. Dedicated professional. Here we go. Okay, so here we go. So he continued to date both of them at the same time. The girl, what's her name? How do you say that? Klopfer and then the Brooke. Neither woman was aware of the other. In the fall of 1973. Wait. Who flew? Hold on. They discussed marriage. Him and Brooks discussed marriage. At one point, he introduced her to Davis as his fiance. So, because they talked about marriage, him and her. And then in January 74, so they got back together in 73. And then in 74, he abruptly broke off all contact. Her phone calls and letters went unreturned. Finally, reaching him by phone a month later, Brooks demanded to know why Bundy had ended their relationship without an explanation. Oh, in a flat, calm voice, he replied, Stephanie, I have no idea what you mean, and hung up. She never heard from him again. He let her explain. I just wanted to prove to myself that I could have married her. But Brooks concluded in retrospect that he deliberately planned the entire courtship and rejection in advance as vengeance for the breakup she initiated in 68, which I think that it would be something he would do, right? I believe that. Why do I have that up? So I don't know. I mean, we could discuss a little bit more. We'll talk about him a little bit each time we, because I think I would like to do at least 2 more of Bundy, right? Mm-hmm. And then if we get the transcripts, we might maybe not read the whole trial, but maybe read parts of the transcripts, or I don't know. Do you want to do the whole trial? But for sure, the one with the kidnapping trial, we could read just when he got on stand. I have those transcripts. But do you think if we get the other ones, we should read them all or no? Or just parts of it?
Yeah, we should look at it how we started doing Darley, towards the end, where we didn't just do every single witness.
Oh, yeah. We could do that to begin with. Pick out important ones that are, show both or just show a good whatever. So... And it looks like it was 4 years that he did all the killings. And they said he murdered over 30 people in 4 years. Think about that. That's almost 10 people a year. And if he did more than 30, and maybe, if let's say he did 40, that's 10 people a year killing. That's a lot. Because think about it. You got to kill him. You got to hide the body somewhere. I mean, he would. Yeah. It's no joke, huh?
No, I mean, when he put his mind to it, he really, like when his girlfriend said he was lazy and left, and then he became like the student, like the stellar student, like on the honor roll, taking on a really hard major. So
Man.
he
But
obviously works well when he has a goal.
no, yeah, he was a smart guy, I would say. Don't you think you would consider him smart?
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. And I guess if you don't have that thing holding you back, that humanity holding you back, where you have a conscience and you think about others and their suffering. I mean, there are psychopaths and sociopaths who are successful that aren't killers. Like he could have been a successful
You're right.
person.
There's one guy that has have you ever, I don't know if he has a channel, I forget, or he just did a video where he compares, because he was diagnosed psychopath and he's like successful. He's never had like urges to kill. He's just kind of trying to prove that not all psychopaths are murderers. Like he's fine. Like he doesn't want to kill anybody or anything. Have you ever seen that video or
no? I would love to though.
Let me try to find it. It's been a while since I watched it, but he's just trying to say like, look, I'm trying to, because everybody thinks psychopath killers now. They just associate them, and it's not true. It's just they're more, I feel, capable of killing because they don't have that guilty conscience. They don't have that empathy. They don't care when they do it. A lot of people would never be able to do that because it would be like this guilty. They would feel horrible, but so they're more capable of it, but it doesn't mean they're going to. But if they do, it's easier for them, I would say, right? So
being a complete empath, like I have a hard time kind of understanding somebody like that. I know they exist and like I can intellectually understand that. It's just hard to put myself in their shoes. And you're the same way too. Like we're used to putting ourselves in other people's shoes and feeling what they feel. So it's so difficult to do that with somebody who's a psychopath, right? It's just
it's weird. That's why I always thought, like when I was younger, gosh, to be so like, what is the word for it? Like thinking, what is that word? Just thinking, like that way of thinking, like not innocent. Was it innocent? No, I don't know. But
no, I love that you thought that there was good in everybody when you were younger, and that you could make them see the light. But look at what you're doing now. Like you're just like, look, there's a nice way of talking about true crime. And it's kind of like you're fulfilling that in a different way.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I never looked at it like that, but
yeah.
Huh. Yeah. So
but I love that. You're like, yeah, I just, how did you say it? It was just really cute. Like when you were 13, thinking about all these like crazy people that are psychopaths, like they might have there's a good.
I felt like I just felt like everybody does. Like I felt like they all do. They need the right person to find it and bring it out in them, and I really believe that so strongly probably up until, I don't even know, like a lot of years. I mean, not a lot. And because at that time it feels like a lot because you learn so much every year. And I don't know, probably till college, I bet. Right.
Really?
I don't know. I don't remember, but maybe. Because I don't know. I feel like I didn't my psychology classes didn't come till college. I didn't have that in high school. So maybe, unless if I looked into it myself, but I probably was still in denial until I really understood it and really I really was seeing more of it. Maybe. I don't know though. I can't tell you an age. I have no idea, but I feel like I believed it for a little while.
Yeah, that's like, I love that you actually thought, but yeah, it would be like, because that's like expectations, and like you're never going to meet those expectations, and you realize that as you get older, and that's where like we get tainted, right? Like as humans. But I just find that so fascinating that you really thought. So it must have hurt your feelings when you found out that they're like, okay, I'm not going to be able to like shine my bright light into everyone's souls.
Yeah, when I found out like the like biology behind it, like it's like physically impossible. Yeah, I just felt like God. Yeah, I think it was just I don't know, but yeah, it probably was. It's probably, and then I think that's why. I don't know. I don't even know what I'm saying. I don't know. You talk. What do you have to
No, but
say?
I think that's like such a pure way of thinking, and I think that's why a lot of hope is in youth, right? And like revolutions always brought about by youth is because they have a way of viewing the world where they think they can conquer things and it's everything's possible. And they haven't been tainted by um getting constantly shown.
The Catcher in the Rye. You know the meaning of that. That's what reminds me of that. Because
That's
that's what he wanted to
interesting.
do. He wanted to capture the innocence. That's what you capture. I don't know if you guys understand. Have you guys read that book? But that's kind of what he was trying to do. The point of what the Catcher in the Rye means is to preserve the innocence of his childhood. So he already knew he was tainted, but he was trying to do it for his sister, and I don't know. But so yeah, Laura, where are you? I wanted to put this up. You know, how cute is that? I used to think that too. Like, if only Hitler could have been around Jews enough. I know, like that he would have liked them. See, like she's saying, like that maybe there's even good in Hitler if he could have been around enough. But like, it's impossible because you can't shield them. That's what, we would go through that, like studying the book. You can't shield them from life because then if you do that, then it takes away, you know what I'm saying? They're eventually going to be. You can't keep I'm talking about two different things now.
No, you're not. No, but it is true. Like but everyone learns at their own pace when that happens. It's just like good to like be reminded of that spark when you were younger and like what you thought you could accomplish, Yeah,
I guess I'm happy with my life right now. I mean, like compared to like what I thought it was going to be like 6 years ago, I thought like my life was pretty much over. Like, you know what I'm saying? So now it's like, whoa, I guess it wasn't over. I guess they're still like happy, you could still be happy. I just felt like that I would never be happy without drugs, right? Like I would be like, my life, it's not worth living without it. I would rather die than be sober. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but to be able to kind of be happy, I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true, Mary. Yeah. But it's just like I love and I think the majority of us love human behavior. Like even my own behavior, like I like to kind of sit in why I do things to better understand myself, So it's just like what makes certain things tick, and it's just to like understand people better, because I think I'm a pretty good reader of people. I mean, obviously everyone makes mistakes, but I think that's because it's something I'm really into doing, is like what makes this person tick. But like it's hard to get into like a psychopath. It's hard as somebody who cares about others' feelings and always puts the shoe on the other foot to get into a psychopath or a sociopath. You know what I'm saying, right? If I know you do. So it's just interesting. And yeah, you're right. It's okay, Mary, to like not accomplish that goal, but we try.
But I almost like with a psychopath though, when I put myself in their shoes, I feel like bad for them because they don't have that choice. It's not their choice. They were born that way. They don't have that option. Like they had no control that their brain was like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I almost feel bad for them in a way.
But then
do you ever feel bad?
I
for
don't
them?
because
Really?
Well, no.
It's not their choice. They don't know any other way. I mean, that's just how they were. Like,
right, they don't know another way, so then I don't feel bad for them because they don't know another way. So it's not like they feel like they're missing out.
Okay, but I mean, they don't have that ability though. Then,
but then I don't have the ability to turn off my emotions. Like I have to actually work on that. So then should they feel bad for me that like I have to feel so much sometimes?
That's a good point.
You know what I mean? So like, I can't pity somebody for not having that. It's just they don't know another way.
Well, that is a good point. Yeah, as far as like then, yeah, how you can, yeah, huh? Well,
I don't know,
but I definitely
We're getting
have.
deep. This is a deep Sunday thought. Deep thought. With Sal and Bella. Sunday night.
Rights? What do you mean, Laura? I wonder if there'll be some type of rights for them. Like, what do you mean by that? Well, yeah, I think they have a choice to murder. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying psychopaths in general, like they don't have a choice to not have the ability to, you know, feel, you know, I can't
Empathy.
even talk. Help me here. I can't say
To like feel empathy.
Yeah.
They don't. It's
So I'm talking about that, not murder necessarily. Yeah.
Yeah. And Dark Sea's here. Dark Sea, I was so worried about you for a minute. Are you okay? I missed you.
Dark Sea. Yeah, hey, are you getting us our Australian package together?
Oh, that's right.
Remember?
Dark Sea said
Yeah.
that. Wait, I have to mute myself when I eat.
What's that? Oh, you're muting. You're still not finished with those? You're not going to eat them all, are you? That's a lot of pomegranates. Not that it's like, oh my God, that's so much that you're eating, but to eat that type, you know, I feel like it's a lot to eat of that. Like, I don't think I would be able to, is my point. Not because I'm full, but because it's, yeah.
Yeah.
I think those seeds, having so many of that seed type would upset my stomach if I ate that many.
Really?
Maybe. I'm scared to eat a whole ton because of that. I don't know. You never know. Do you think?
I don't know. Like my mom did this for me one time. I feel like last month or something. And I feel like I think it took 2 sittings to eat it. But I ate a bunch one time. And I didn't get sick. I didn't feel weird the next day.
Oh, really? Maybe not. Maybe it's just a fear I have. But maybe it might be all right. I don't know. Don't think about it now.
I know. Now I'm like,
oh my God, shoot, I should never have said that.
It's okay.
Just, I'm sorry.
Like, there's wood, these seeds in the middle. What are they made out of? What is this stuff in the middle?
Well, because you know, like, seeds are sometimes hard on your stomach. Like if you ate a ton of like stuff with some certain seeds, maybe, and those ones are kind of bit, like you could feel them as you chew them. I don't know. It's probably just in my head. You're probably fine. I'm serious. You've done it. You're gonna be good.
I'm gonna be fine. But what did Cracker Gale just? I feel like since Cracker Gale's been Cracker Gale, that she's taken on a new persona. Like, read that out loud.
But she is always pretty crazy. Never trust a hot fart. Where's the live? I don't know what that means, but oh wait, I'm thinking maybe I do know what that means. I don't know. What do you mean by that? Let me see.
I don't know if you should answer that. Gilly.
What?
Did she put a picture of a Cracker Jack person on her?
Yeah. Oh my God, it is. Wow.
Gailey, you just killed us.
Oh my God. Wait, what is that? Okay, 14 asterisks. Yes. I like that.
Huh. Really? I feel 14 asterisks. I feel so bad because I feel like I'm like the opposite of that. Like, I get everyone like gets a free pass with me, and I like, you know, judge everyone by their actions. But I do kind of like, this person reminds me of this. I wonder if they're like, I do that a lot. So now I feel bad.
No,
I'm doing it wrong.
No, you can't change that. It's just, you know what I'm saying? Or yeah, you could work on it, I guess. But I mean, I don't think you are because you're a good person. You're not. You know what I'm saying? Like, you treat people good and like, you don't judge people. So you must be doing something right because I feel like that's more rare. Like, well, no, that's, I mean, I'm sure you are too, 14 asterisk. I'm just saying, like, in this world these days, it's just, I don't know. It's, I don't want to say it's, there's a lot of good, but like, I feel like, why? Well, probably because we're reminded of so much bad, what we're studying and stuff, but like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
We need to have like citizen of the like month award or something, and like talk about someone who did something good.
Exactly. Like, instead of like giving, like, even for like the news and stuff, instead of giving all the crazy violent and crimes and stuff the attention, like, give like some good actions the attention, like citizen of the month or something, right?
Yeah.
And then it would motivate people to do that instead of like, I don't know, for maybe not, but maybe, right?
Yeah, I think we should. We should like,
well, us, we're not the news. You mean oh, I'll do that. You mean us do that?
Yeah, it should be like, this old lady got out of her wheelchair to push another old lady across the street in her wheelchair.
Well, if you see something in, like, when you're out, do it and record it, then we could play it.
Oh, like I'm always running into old ladies getting out of their wheelchairs.
Well, no, I know. Like, I am too.
No,
I
I
don't
know.
go anywhere. But if
No,
you
it's
see
funny.
something, maybe, I don't know. Or if anybody sees a good deed, send it in and we'll play it.
Yes.
And that'll be like every night. It'll be like good deed of the day or of the live.
Right.
Right. And it'll be reminded there is really good out there. So that's a new thing. And I'm serious, guys. Good call, Bella. That Bella's idea. If you guys see a good deed, just try to take a video of it and explain what it is, and we'll play it on the live. And if I get like a bunch, which would be awesome, because that means there's a lot of good deeds going on everywhere, but I'll only play one a day, like one alive, or you know what I'm saying? And it'll be like, yeah. So we always for sure at least have one, you know, and we'll play it at the end to like, so we go off on a good note, right?
But I feel like that is kind of what we do when we kind of like do that at the end of lives when we're like coming down off of talking about naughty stuff, like we do, like, you know, being goofy, and weird.
Goofy, yeah. No, we still do that, and then we'll just play that, and then we'll be like,
yeah. So we're trying to be like bring a little bit of happiness after talking about naughty stuff.
Yeah, yeah. Because we'll always end it in like a joking, happy, like goofy mood, right?
Yeah, we're gonna find a portal. We're gonna, we should have
what
a nice person of the month come on and talk about being a nice person.
Yeah, but then you'd have fake people that aren't nice just to get like attention, probably, right? What do you mean though? How do we prove they're nice people though? What do you mean?
No, if they did something and we find them doing something, we have them come on
and we can get a hold of them and like, so that please do, you guys. Just if you guys see anybody doing anything, I want to see some stuff now, because you know it is going on, but it is probably a little bit more rare. But I don't know.
Well, we'll find out. Until then, you're stuck with us doing lollipop tributes.
Tributes? Wait, what?
I don't know. Lollipop guilds.
I feel like is there something else we wanted to say? I don't know. We're gonna watch more, so there's more. There's not like a ton more, really, though. I think we could get it done in one more, and then maybe have a discussion as far as video or whatever, because it wasn't as much as I thought when I said there's like a lot. I mean, there's like not as much. No, wait, no, because there is stuff that I haven't downloaded yet. I lied. It's not a ton, but there's like news clips of different things from like back then, so we could watch those. So definitely two more, right? If you want to, I don't know if
you've been saying 2 more, but see how you just said you lied and you told me earlier when you had my 6 that I didn't lie.
Oh, I do say that now that you bring that up. When I say something a mistake,
I got
I
it
say
from
I
you.
lied. And I'm over there thinking, like, when you said that, I was like, so like, no, don't say that. And I'm saying,
and you do it all the time. See? So now you know what it sounds like. This is lemonade, Bammy.
And this is blue. Why I'm
Show us.
Oh, the green. Look, the green screen.
Wow.
Wait, I like it better like this. It's on fire.
It is like
I
on
have
fire.
It's on fire.
Send it through the portal.
Oh, yeah.
I don't have a green screen. I could turn it on.
Look.
Whoa. Do
like
it again.
Wait.
Whoa.
Wait. Try to get all the...
Put it on the 7-man.
Where? Oh,
the 7-man over.
in my
Yeah.
head.
He's over there.
Wait, hold on. This is hard to...
I know. Look at it's on 7-man.
We are like easily amused.
We are so easily amused.
Isn't that a Nirvana's lyric?
Yeah, it is actually.
I don't know. When I said that, I heard the song in my head, so that's why she said that. Sorry. Okay, I'm done.
You're like, now I want to eat it. Playing with your food.
Oh, when we do, I'm not going to do that tonight, but maybe next time we'll do the watermelon and then remember.
But you only have one watermelon.
I know. I'll save it for next time.
But what color is it?
When you eat the watermelon, we could eat it together. Hopefully, it's green.
Why is there this on mine?
What do you mean?
That.
Is it a piece of paper?
I guess.
Bella's got all these deformed. She's got like a half one. And like,
I know, I do.
Looks like a brain. And then what else? Is that all? I feel like you had something else too.
Well, now I have this happening.
Take it off though. It's a piece of, isn't it a piece of paper?
Where did it come from?
The top of my roof is already sore. The first up.
See,
so
it's
it
from the
can't be
first...
this though. It was already sore when the first one hit it though. So it was already sore. And mine, I like this though because look, it's kind of chewy and soft. It's all deformed and I like it like that.
I love that.
Mm-hmm.
Would you do melt it?
No, but it's like it's melted.
Put it up to the thing.
Can you see it?
Yeah, but make it disappear. I mean, like, it's not green.
But I can't. Look at the little top of it must be green.
Yeah.
You see that? What the heck?
Move it over to other color.
Wait,
I like it when it's red. It's only red in one spot.
I only get it when it's certain light. So you guys, these are way too sour blow pops. So they're sour.
Who's crying? Someone's crying. Yeah.
Ooh, no crying.
No crying.
No.
I think it's probably Siren trying to get in or something.
Oh my God, this is so good, Bella. It's so juicy. It's like so soft. I wish yours was like that.
Maybe that one that's the brain is, and that's blue.
That one
you don't know.
Soft. Oh, maybe it is. It doesn't look soft to me though.
That one I feel like is gonna choke me. It's shaped.
Wait, don't say that. Knock on wood.
No, knock on wood is when you. Is it a knock on wood type of thing?
I don't know, but just in case, right? Or no?
Oh, I would.
I guess it would be the opposite, but still, though, I feel like I even take precaution on everything like that.
Lemonade. Chian, it's lemonade. But I should have had this because I was eating a pomegranate and that was better. I'm not. No, that's not true. Sorry, blow pops. No, you guys are really good. Sorry. Don't let them hear that. Delete.
You got a ton of watermelon? Wait, we only got one, and we were just talking about why is there only like is watermelon more expensive?
We were just saying.
I like watermelon, but we only got one in the whole bag.
Each.
And then we got Mexican blow pops. Hold on. Tootsie. They're called Tootsie, like Tutsi. Look. Oh my God, my bottles are all falling. Okay, look. Hold on.
Look at how they're spelled, guys.
They're actually Mexican blow pops, is what they basically are. They're made in Mexico, and they have they're all cherry flavor, and then they have gum inside. Not bad. Yeah, they're all right.
They're all cherry.
Wait.
Now.
Big Lebowski. Is that from Big Lebowski? Are you a Big Lebowski fan? I love that movie. That used to be in high school. That used to be one of my favorite movies to smoke weed to and watch with one of my best friends, Dominic. We used to like get so high and watch it over and over. It's a good movie. Anyway, I like your name. Yes, I knew it. It had to be. Oh, your picture's Big Lebowski too. Oh, okay, I didn't even notice your picture. I just noticed your name.
It is.
Uh-huh.
You always notice pictures.
So now I better end. I'm going to be so annoying with my sucking. You guys, I'm sorry. I just realized I was not even paying attention. You guys probably heard like the grossest sound.
It didn't sound bad at all.
Are you sure?
This is the wind down.
Okay.
Are you doing it in secret?
It's a secret. I have a hole in mine. Don't you like holes too? Because you can kind of like stick your tongue and suck, and it like makes a suction. Do you ever do that?
I don't get holes in mine. Wow, you have a
Really?
special one.
You had one and a hole in the Tootsie one yesterday.
I did?
I did. But you never got them. All the blow pops you ate? Really? I have a hole underneath. It makes it more fun to eat.
Wait, but you better sit. Can you blow through it?
It doesn't go all the way through.
We'll
it
try
goes to the
it.
gum.
It makes a better noise than those straws, than those
I
Japanese
could probably
straws.
try to whistle, make a whistle out of it.
I don't have one. Is that a hole? Gosh.
Stick your tongue. Is it like a little hole?
Wait,
or no? Is it just like a crack? Like, does it go on in a little bit where there's like a hole? Or
they
no?
lied.
Really? Is there or no?
No, there's not.
You do have to be careful because the holes could cut your tongue. You just have to know how to do it. You have to know how to suck it really.
I'm just gonna go put glitter in my eyes.
No, wait, why?
Because glitter cuts your eyes. Might as well if I don't have a hole. I'm gonna throw my lollipop.
No, I'll have a major panic attack. You have glitter all over your eyes. I'll be like, if I see it.
Wait, whistle pops?
Oh, yeah. You never had them?
Yeah, but they always tasted like normal. These are funner. But we need to...
Yeah, they weren't the best tasting, but they were just cool because they were whistle.
I made a hole.
You did?
I feel like that's a hole now.
Is it? Okay. How did you do it?
By sucking on it like really. Did you ask that on purpose? I feel like you did.
No, I didn't know. I really wanted to know, I swear. But then after I asked it, I realized probably what the answer was going to be. But because I wasn't sure if you like if you bit a little piece or if you just sucked on it. That's all.
Okay. Ready? Make your instrument ready.
Oh, I have a hole like you have too. Let me see how it feels.
I feel like that's a
It's
special
not the
one.
same. It's not the same.
I feel
Mine
like you got-
goes. It could like hold, like you could pour a little bit of liquid in it, like it's actually a hole.
I'm gonna make a hole with a pen. Well, I want a hole.
I bet you'll have one somewhere in yours.
I do not. That's the only hole now.
No, I mean in one of your pops out of all of them. There's got to be one.
Open them all.
No, but it'll be a surprise when you have one with a hole because you can't create. They're not man-made. You can't create the holes yourself.
They're
They have to be-
man-made.
I know, but I'm saying like
God
it
didn't
has to
make
be
that
made in the
hole.
process of making it. Because if not, I don't know.
I bet if I squeeze one of these pomegranates, I can get it into there. I could get the juice into there. Uh-oh. That wasn't smart.
Do that.
Well, the juice.
You tried to get it in your hole?
Yeah, but the juice went everywhere, but in the hole.
Yeah, that stuff stains. I would just, oh my God, there was stuff in the hole and it just spit out. It was my spit and it just came out. It just came out and went on my napkin. A good thing it went right on my napkin.
Wait, I feel like maybe this is going to be held against us, I feel.
What do you mean?
Spitting on desks and putting stuff in holes.
Held against us in what way, though?
I can't laugh. I still have a migraine. Don't make me laugh.
Okay. Oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, I feel like.
Wait, what? What do you?
All of a sudden, I feel very shy.
Really? Oh. Why though? Is something somebody said? Oh, jeez. Did somebody say something?
No, we're saying stuff.
But what made you all of a sudden just feel that way? Because
kidding.
what? Something I said then?
No.
Something you said?
No. We're going off the rails. I feel like a little bit.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, don't.
I thought we were just having fun, but
no, we are.
Didn't we just say we're gonna get at the end of everything we're gonna be goofy? I just thought.
No, I was just kidding.
No, you weren't. You were serious.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't at all serious. My phone's like far away, but somebody. Uh-oh. You guys, I made a lollipop with pomegranates.
Wait, let me see. Oh, I missed it.
It's a new way to pick up pomegranates.
I want that. Wait, how are you doing it though?
It's sticking.
Show me. Is it sticking?
I dropped a couple of them. Don't tell anybody. Okay, so you have to pretend like you meant it, right? Wait. Hold on. So, what? What? StreamYard is really hard. Uh-oh.
Okay.
And then go.
Good job. You're talented.
Yeah. Oh, you could use it as a scooper too.
Mm-hmm. Wow, I can't believe it's just. Is that even at the hole it's sticking, or is it just sticking to random parts?
What happened?
Is it sticking to random parts of your sucker, or is it a specific part?
I don't know. We can try to see if it's.
Is it just on the whole part, or no? Okay, so it's always at a different. It's not always in the same part, right?
It's a different part. I feel like this is going to be a really weird tasting sucker when I'm done with that.
Yeah, well, but it'll be good.
Should I crush them with this too?
Oh, Kathy said, "Love your nails."
Oh, thank you. I did them myself.
What?
I did them myself. Listen. Oh, that sounds funny.
Well, you're smushing them. Is that what you want to do?
I don't really want to do it, but it sounds good. Okay.
Oh, wait, that Becky Rogers won the hoodie, 14 asterisk. She picked the bright, she picked the hot pink one.
Yeah.
So, yep, because it's sharp. Yep. But that's what I was wondering. Oh, because there's a sharp ridges around it too, so that might be picking it up too. Where it must be where it seals, where it shuts in the middle, All right.
Huh? What are we doing?
Like at the half of it where it's shut.
Oh yeah, it would be sharp. That's
Yeah,
where mine
because
is.
somebody 14 asterisk is saying is picking it up because the sharp is sharp. You know?
No, because look, that's where the hole is, and it's next to the hole 14.
Oh, it has to be there. That's what I was asking. Is that where it always picks it up next to the hole?
Not at all. Let's see where.
Oh, you're saying it's not always in the sharp spot.
No.
Oh,
It's never in the sharp spot.
Oh, okay.
Now it's having fear of performing. See?
It's having fear of performing. Man, that sounds familiar.
What? This is much faster.
Yeah, but it's not as see, but you like doing it with the sucker because that's the whole concept of why you enjoy it better when you pick it out of the pomegranate too, because you only get a couple at a time. You appreciate those couple at a time rather than having a bunch and it's just like, you know? I don't know.
I don't know. Am I being judged for picking up pomegranates now?
What do you mean?
I'm messing with you. Don't you know my sarcasticness yet? You have to see.
Normally, but today I'm just having trouble reading.
Yeah, today's not a good day to be sarcastic with you. Yeah, but you know what, you guys? I'm getting full, and I really do need to eat dinner, and that pomegranate cannot be my dinner. Like, I think that would maybe not feel good.
No, that's what I'm saying. It because those seeds. I don't think that's a good idea.
Linda, you've never had a pomegranate.
What?
You have to, Linda.
Wow, you got to try it.
Yeah.
Man, do you even know what they look like?
Are you doing it in secret? Because I can't see what you're doing.
Oh, no. No, I was just eating it. I don't know.
I feel like I'm going to get a tummy ache from...
I know. We should end it. I'm sorry. I think, man, we were trying to keep it at 2 hours. Now we're going on 3 hours. Shoot. Got carried away with all this pomegranate sucker talk.
I know. You know what? You should put a timestamp if you don't want to watch the pomegranate sucker talk.
But to put Ted Bundy on ends at it. But the whole point of it was so people wouldn't feel overwhelmed. They see 3 hours. They might not click on it. They see 2. But no, it's fine. We had fun. I don't regret it. I had fun. I'm glad because the beginning, I'm glad. Yeah.
Okay, good.
But next time we're going to try to make them only last 2 hours because for something like that, we just want people not to feel overwhelmed to click on it. So right. So maybe 2 hours and 15 minutes, like we'll do 2 hours and then 15 minutes to be goofy. Right.
We're only going to give ourselves 15 minutes to be goofy.
Oh, then we'll stop at like 1:45 and give ourselves a half hour, maybe.
Well, I just feel like we need to say at that moment, like, everyone going to be goofy. You can sign up.
Oh, so you're saying do it more than 2 hours?
I don't know. I feel like we can't have a time limit. You know what I mean? Do you see Holiday?
Oh,
Holiday.
Holiday. Oh, I don't want to bother him right now.
He can't even hear you because of this.
Oh,
Holiday.
that's why.
Holly. He doesn't want to.
All right. I'm going to end it, guys.
Holly.
Now I'm thinking of how it's almost 3 hours.
Holiday, you're supposed to have really sensitive hearing.
Oh, wait. Was I supposed to do something? I wasn't even paying attention.
What happened?
Oh, never mind. I didn't hear what you said.
Oh, I said he's supposed to have really sensitive hearing. And I feel like...
Oh, yeah. You think he will hear it anyway.
Uh-huh. I would feel like it, but he is a senior. You know how we get them.
Oh, thanks, Journey of Justice. I've been reading your comments, and you're so sweet. I keep meaning to put them up, but I'm just like reading them, like, oh, she's been doing like just the nicest comments about how like she just loves us, and Or you? Yeah.
Justice. You're really sweet.
Shirley. All right, guys.
Where'd you see?
Because I don't want to chew this in your guys' ears, and I really want to bite it, but I feel like I'm going to annoy you guys. Because I chew it really, like it's really hard.
I think you chew it really normal.
I don't. Have you ever watched, like, I could never watch a video back of me chewing. I'd be so embarrassed. I feel like, if you ever watch myself, probably, or yourself, maybe, I don't know.
No, but I don't really watch us back.
I don't either. That's why, or something. I couldn't. Are you kidding me? I would be like, All right.
I got three.
Do you want to say bye or no?
They look
Oh
like
my God, that
babies.
is so cool. They're just staying like that.
I know. I feel like, well, that we're down to 2.
Because it's not the sharp part, so it's just sticking. Because they're sticky.
Yeah,
that's what it is. The sucker's sticky.
Really sticky. Yeah.
Peridot eyes, Linda, Easy Money, Monique O'Brien. All right, guys. So I don't know when I'm going to do the next one. I don't know what my next one's going to be. If it's going to be a Bundy or if I don't know. It's Sunday. I'm definitely not going to do one tomorrow, but we'll see. Just keep your ears out or eyes out.
And keep Monkey Michael Vaughn in your prayers, and keep looking for him, you guys, and putting the word out because he is abducted. I mean, and someone else and everybody, but especially Monkey because he's been listed as abducted and
yeah, definitely. I'll try to do a video of him alone. Oh, we could just make it Sundays, yeah. You want to?
We could.
Yeah, because we have other things that I could do through the week. So, all right. See if you could end it. Don't you have the power? You're supposed to.
Oh yeah, I have the power. Okay, everybody, I'm gonna do the first ending of a Zav.
And you could start them too.
I know. I could secretly get on now. I have the power to get on, and I could dress like you in time, and I would have to get your whole setup, and then I could sit there and like see how long it takes. But I think people would know.
You don't have to tell me. You could just go on.
I'm not like that great of an actress. I only am like as good as like maybe getting a Tony or something, but not an Emmy or an Oscar. Wait, that sounds bad to people that got Tonys. They probably think it's harder to get a Tony. Never mind.
I think it'll be probably good.
Oh, Brianna CC always has the honest comments for us.
I know, Brianna. We did a lot of wind down on this one, but hopefully you guys enjoyed watching the Bundy trial.
Brianna, get lollipops so next time you could do it with us.
Yeah.
Okay, guys. Good night. Have a really beautiful week. Monday's the start of everything new. Zav is covering her face so nobody sees.
No, nobody hears.
No. Oh, sorry. So nobody hears. Cover your ears. Good night.
Bye, guys, everybody. Thank you. Sorry I couldn't answer your questions today. Next time I'll try to watch a little bit of it before.
You were really good, Zav.
Oh, I couldn't even answer the question.
Good night, everybody. Thank you, mods.